Welcome back, everybody. This is part two now, coming up to 11:30, and today we've been talking about honesty with doctors and nurses. Last week we brought you showing respect, and now here's Rosa. Good morning once again.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into Barry Fierce video. Today, as Barry said, we'll be talking about honesty. So please grab a pen and paper and let's share ideas. Leave a comment down below if you do have any questions, and Barry would be more than happy to answer all the questions.
Because where do lies get us, guys, when we go to doctor's appointments? Well, we have the answer for you right this moment on the show. Dishonesty doesn't get us anywhere, and you're not only letting yourself down, but the people around you down, and the doctors down as well. Here's my upside of our opening sequence on our second part of the show today.
Yeah, so dishonesty won't get you anywhere. That would make you lose trust. If you are dishonest to your doctor or your nurse, there's no way they would feel comfortable looking after you. So we will all have to be very, very honest when dealing with everyone, including our doctors and nurses.
And it's the same like we said last week when treating the ambulance officers with respect. You must tell them the truth. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. You must tell them the truth. You must give every information necessary as possible and be open as possible as you can.
Because if you write a false declaration, if you fly overseas and you bring in food from a country or an item and you write about it, you will be fine. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. That is a very, very good example Barry has given. If you have flight overseas and you lied about it, you've not been honest about it, you get fined, and that could even be more than a fine. You will get imprisonment, depending what sort of dishonesty you've made. So it is very important that we become as honest as possible.
So, honesty, okay? If I tell someone a lie, I can get into trouble for that. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. If you tell someone a lie, you could get in trouble for it, and that would cause a lot of problems for you.
And no one, like we said in the first part of the video today, will believe you.
Yeah.
And we will pause that for a moment. So, we'd like you to comment on the show this morning what you think of dishonesty and being honest. Here's my outsider.
That's correct. Please leave a comment down below, and Barry would be more than happy to answer any questions or any experiences you've had with people that have been dishonest to you. What were some of the implications that came with that? Please let's share ideas regarding dishonesty and honesty. Thank you.
And and another thing we'd like to bring up on the show today is another thing. If someone is having a consultation with you, tell them the truth and nothing but the truth. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, tell them the truth, but nothing but the truth. I like what Barry just said. Being truthful will take you a long way. People would love your honesty. People will love your loyalty. Just be honest as possible as you can.
So please, guys, don't be an idiot and tell porcupines, because as we just said a couple of minutes ago, you're not only letting the person down that is with you, but you are letting people down who are around you, and they won't exist with you anymore. Here's my upside.
That's correct. I totally agree with what Barry has said. It is very, very important. If you can check all the other previous videos that Barry has done as well regarding that, it is very important to be open, to be honest when dealing with people.
So if you tell lies to people, okay, and be dishonest, no one will want to work with you or talk to you until you do them right. Here's my upside.
That's correct. No one would like to talk to you. No one will believe you anymore. No one will take you seriously anymore. So it is very important for you to be open and very honest about whatever or whoever you meet.
And like if you were to say to us, I didn't do this, and then someone goes, oh, and they go and read the note, and you've deceived them, well, that's not very good. Here's my upside.
That's correct. If you deceive them, that's not very good. And we will suggest to you that just be honest wherever you go. Just be open, just be honest. And that would help you go further in life.
So, to close this subject, please be honest, be truthful, and tell the truth in the first place. Here's my upside.
That's correct. The truth would always be your savior. All the time, tell the truth. Be truthful, be honest, and don't be rude to the people. Don't go aggressive, as Barry would always say.
And please don't talk over the top of people either, and assume that you've done something when you haven't. Here's my upside.
That's correct, Barry. I agree with you.
So we'd like to hear from you this morning on the show about how far dishonesty will get you, because it is really important. Here's my upside.
That's correct. It is very, very important, and being honest will take you far.
And it's the same with a taxi driver. Honesty and telling the truth with him is important. Here's my upside.
Yeah, when it comes to taxi drivers, be honest with them, plan advance with them, be open, communicate with them properly by telling them the truth, and they would be more than happy to work with you.
So, this is what the second part of the show is been today. This is what the second part of the show has been about today. Telling the truth and nothing but the truth. I'm talking about honesty and dishonesty. To take us out today on the second part of our show, we're going to talk a little bit about arguing. Now, arguing never gets us anywhere either. Here's my upside.
Yeah, arguing will never take us anywhere. It will create problems and problems and problems, and that would create aggression towards each other. So please let's try and avoid that.
So, like we said in the first part of the show this morning, don't just go
Yeah.
and raise your voice and have a punch up because it won't get you anywhere. And it's the same when you are at the doctor's surgery. Example, fail. Do not argue with your attending doctor or raise your voice or lose your temper with them because they are only giving you the best possible advice that you will receive. Here's my answer.
That's correct. Do not try and even argue with your doctor. Don't even start it because you won't win. Just be polite. If you have any questions that you would like to ask them, ask them, and they will be more than happy to answer you.
Yep, so we're gonna be taking a break now and having a cup of tea, but don't go away because the muffin segment is coming up next. Here's my answer.
Yep. Thank you so much. Leave a comment down below and we would bring the muffin segment straight after this.
So don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. More of the show coming up, and the time is coming up to 20 minutes to midday. It's Wednesday, the 3rd day of January 2021. This is Barry Fear and Rosa coming to you from the studio of Unit 5. You're watching the summer edition of the Daily Raps, episode 159. Don't go away because we'll have more after the break. See you after the break, everyone.